We are back with the Blue and Gold Report. Hope your Tuesday is going well. And stay tuned now for Anteater Baseball coming up right after the Blue and Gold Report. UCI and UCLA, two top 25 baseball programs from Anteater Ballpark. Mark Roberts with you, back with Zack Cavera, the sophomore opposite who means so much to the number 2 nationally ranked UC Irvine men's volleyball team, the defending national champs. All right, the champs got Santa Barbara. We talked about that earlier on Saturday night. We're going to have a little fun here, Zack. I'll put you on the spot a little, but I don't think BYU's listening in right now. In the tournament, which will set up the Final Four, 2 teams generally come from the MPSF to the Final Four in a couple weeks. Number 1, BYU plays number 8, Hawaii. Number 3, Long Beach State. Number 6, Stanford. Number 4, UCLA and John Speraw, and number 5, Pepperdine. So let's go with the low seeds. Number 5, Pepperdine, number 6, Stanford, number 8, Hawaii. If there was to be an upset in one of those 3 matches, who would you hedge your bet
on? Out of those 3, I think Stanford could put an upset against Long Beach. I mean, a lot of these teams, they don't play too well against other teams, but
yeah, well, it's matchups like anything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of the matchups just kind of brings about different, maybe different past history between the 2 teams or something like that. And I mean, each team kind of has a rival, and I think that could happen between Long Beach and Stanford. Even though Long Beach is ranked 3rd above the number 6 ranked Stanford, I think Stanford could come around and kind of bring it together and beat Long Beach.
You know, you're a great guest, and you led me right into this because you're talking about rivals and teams that mix and match, and maybe a team that has a little bit of something for another team. UC Irvine and USC, there's not a lot of love there.
Yeah.
And the Trojans are nowhere to be found this year after beating them last year. You kind of done a nice number on the Trojans. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's kind of a little bit of a bittersweet rival, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, especially with last year, with them playing us. We played them I think we played them in the MPSF final last year, and then the NCAA final. We beat them both times there. And then, I mean, in 2009 when we played USC in the finals as well. It just causes so many rivalries and stuff like that, and different relationships with different individuals on the other team. So,
very vocal rivalry.
Yes, yeah. The guys on the other side of the net at USC like to talk a little smack in between the net, and a couple of guys on our team as well like to say a few words also. So it leads to a nice little rivalry. I mean, things sometimes get pretty heated in the matches and stuff. So, but we've done pretty well against them this year. They did get us the one time at home, but I think we took it to them when we played them. We smashed them in 3. So
yeah. And, hey, you're still standing, and they're not,
they're
so that's
not.
what counts. Hey, you come from an athletic family. You talked about your older brother. You also have a brother currently playing volleyball at Santa Cruz. Is he an opposite? Have we played Santa Cruz recently? I don't recall.
Sadly, no, we have not played UC Santa Cruz. I know a few years ago they used to have a tournament at the beginning of the year where the UC Santa Cruz and UC Irvine did play, but sadly, we have not played because I think that would be awesome if I could play my older brother. And it's even better just because he's not an opposite. He's actually an outside, and our positions actually match up. So him and I would be blocking each other, and him and I would be hitting against each other.
God.
So it would be really awesome. And I grew up, my older brother and I, being really competitive, always just trying to challenge each other in many different things, either outside playing in the street, shooting the basketball around, or even in our garage playing video games. Everything was a competition. So if we were to be able to come together like that and play each other, I think all hell would break loose, to be honest. So
sounds like a lot of competition and a lot of love between the 2 brothers. Is he a junior or senior up there?
He's a 4th-year actually. This is his last year of eligibility playing volleyball, but he's gonna stay an extra year to finish up his major. So.
Well, I understand you're pretty good at the soft shoe. You're a pretty darn good dancer, and also Kevin Tilley, the All-American, and now a dear friend of yours. Tell us about your dancing skills and his, and the contrast between the 2 of you.
I mean, they're pretty different styles. He has more of his like club party scene aspect. He's kind of taught me a couple moves and stuff, and him and I will break it out when there's a good song playing, and I mean, I'll bring my own style to it. So definitely some good times. Tilly and I dancing together, and I mean, just like I said, bringing our own styles. He's with his club dance scene, and
And what style is yours?
I just go. I have a nice little shoulder movement and
Okay.
nice little side to side little 2-step I bring about, and I add a little branch out with it, and I can go many. I can do many different things with it. So pretty versatile with my dance
All
moves.
right,
Pretty good.
and you would win in a close one in a dance-off, huh?
Oh, easily. I
Alright.
mean, it would be pretty argumentative with between him and me, but easily I think I would beat him.
Tell us about your beard and what's going on with you and Agopian about that.
Yeah,
Come on now.
a few months ago, the middle blocker on my team, Jason Agopian, and I had a little beard challenge. It was mostly I really just wanted to see because he's been blessed with a really good foundation to grow a beard, and so one huge reason why I did because I'm the one that kind of brought it up, and I really wanted to see just what his would look like because I haven't really been blessed yet with being able to grow a beard or not. So we had this pretty good funny rules. I forgot exactly when we started. I know it was the day when we had our alumni match. And I forgot exactly what day that was, but it was going to go all the way until March 1st, and you couldn't touch anything. You had to let everything grow out, and if you were to break those rules, if you were to shave something or kind of trim, you would have to shave only one eyebrow. So I mean, no one's gonna want to be walking around with one eyebrow. That's gonna take a couple months to grow back. So, I mean, we both stayed strong. None of us broke in at all. So we waited till March 1st, and finally, I shaved my face right away. I waited till midnight of March 1st though to make sure I had no chance of losing. So
Right. You don't want to be the one eyebrow
no,
guy.
I want to keep both of my eyebrows. So
Yeah.
waited till, and actually I got my haircut too because my roommate Grant Palmer is actually really good at cutting hair. He cuts basically all the hair on my team. So he cut my hair that night, and then I shaved my face that morning. So. And then the competition was done, thankfully, because it was getting
Folks,
pretty nuts.
That's why we call it an inside look at UC Irvine Intercollegiate Athletics. And speaking of Grant Palmer, I was going to bring that up. Grant's a fine second baseman, just a freshman, and working his way, alternating kind of in the starting lineup at second base. A young man from El Segundo, fine baseball player. So you have some ties with the baseball program. What kind of guy is Grant?
Grant's a great guy. It was beginning of the year was pretty weird because me and the guys that already had the house that were living in Newport Beach, we had it settled, but we still needed one more person to move in, and it was the summer was moving along and the move-in day was coming up, and we were getting a little stressed about it. And then one day I was working out in the weight room, and my weight coach comes up to me and he was just like, "Hey, we have someone that needs a house to live in. He's a transfer baseball student from." He went to El Camino, I think.
El Camino College,
yeah.
right.
So I was a little iffy because obviously I didn't know who he was.
Right.
So I was like, okay, yeah, you definitely give me his number and stuff because we needed someone to move into the house. And so Jeremy and I met up with my other housemate. Jeremy and I met up with him, and with grace of God, he was a super great guy, really funny. Him and I got along really well. And we actually, him and I decided, because him and I are actually rooming in the same room, and we get along super well. And like I said earlier, he quite the barber too. I guess he's got a little family line of hairstylists. So I had him cut my hair once, and everyone else on my team saw how well he did, and we're asking him for haircuts and stuff. We turned our bathroom in our room into a little barbershop actually. So. Grant's got a nice little clientele going around right now with he cuts guys in the baseball team too. He cuts their hair too, and like I said, the volleyball team as well. So
you know, college is a special time, Zach, and you're pretty mature. You can appreciate that, and it's great. You're a sophomore, Grant's a redshirt freshman, so you guys can continue to grow that friendship over the years. What's your major in school? What are your interests academically here at UCI?
Well, right now I'm a psychology major, but I'm trying to get into the School of Business with economics right now. So I took some calculus courses and then some different economics and management courses right now, and then like different math for economics like I'm in right now, Math 4. So right now I'm just trying to raise my GPA a little bit, and I have to declare by the end of this quarter. So kind of getting down to the wire, trying to, like I said, raise my grades. So, but I'm ultimately trying to become a business econ major, but that doesn't work out. I'm gonna try and I think do a psychology major. So.
Zach, it looks like though things are really working out for you.
Mhm.
You're in a great school. You're part of a tremendous athletic program. You're happy. You certainly have a life and everything, and a lot to look forward to. Going to leave you with this. It's one match at a time, one game, one game, and one set at a time during the games. But what will it take to repeat?
I think just the full commitment to this new system that our team has, with new guys on the court, and fully trusting in what Coach Niffen is trying to make us do. I mean, it doesn't matter who's on the court, because I mean, you got to be able to trust Niff, because he knows that whoever we put out on the court, they can get the job done and ultimately win or achieve our main goal, which is to win national tournament or national championship back to back. So.
Boy, that would be special. You're already special, Zach. Great stuff. Really
Thank
appreciate you coming by, taking time.
Thank you. Had a great time.
Good. Come back next year, will you?
Yes.
Okay,
sure.
you're already scheduled for 2013-14 on the Blue and Gold. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Zack Cavera from men's volleyball. We'll take a break. Be back to wrap up this edition of the Blue and Gold Report on KUCI and KUCI.org.